Yo, what is going on, guys? We're much about quality content, and today it's a little bit different. I'm in my room, not entirely at the setup playing some games or showing you something, but today I actually will be showing you something. That's going to be my gaming setup. It's right here. My bed, boxes of everything I built up over the years of, my setup. So yeah, I mean, slightly hoarding, but I will throw them away whenever I move, more than likely. So I know the quality kind of like, I'm using the wide lens, which kind of makes some stuff look a little weird, but it's the best way to capture this because it's all very tight space. So if I were to show you in one lens, it's not that great. So before we get to the setup, I'm gonna start over here. Just got some graduation stuff from like 2019. Me and my principal, prom with the boys. Some old heat hats that are very dusty. This one's very dusty. My board and all my controllers. So I know how to take them apart, put them together. As you can see, I'm using a regular SCUF controller, an attached SCUF controller signed by Attach, a default PS4 controller that I probably have a bad board in because I took the new board from it and put it in the one I use now. And that one's just a regular PS4 controller as well, but it has SCUF sticks in it. And then these are just random shells and whatnot. I mean, just a black shell, a white shell. Of course, because like I do buy other shells. Like this one's the textured, but it is old. So like the feel of it's not as great as what it used to be, but it was worth it. It's like 10 bucks. A Galaxy shell that I had, I don't use anymore. And that's actually is a controller back there, but I recall that one just being straight up done for. One of them I was just straight up done for. I used it to experiment or whatever. Some Switch stuff that I honestly don't even use. I pretty much play Pokemon at most. I have Smash on there too that I don't even touch really either. Yeah, I mainly just play COD, as you guys can probably tell by the channel. That's like stuff to go outside with. So I mean, that's an old phone case, car stuff, wallet, keys, Vaseline for your lips, if it's cold out, which it is never cold out here. Some masks, some hand sanitizer, you just stuff to leave the house with. And then of course like cologne and hair gel that I don't even use because I don't really like touching my hair when I wake up. Then there's just old, 3DS, Game Boy. I have pretty much like I got fire red, leaf green, sapphire, ruby, emerald. So now is the setup. And then that's outside. I know it's bright, but I needed some lighting in here. My posters, as you see on stream, House of Balloons, Thursday, Echoes of Silence. 3 different mixtapes that in one make the trilogy with some, like a few added songs. And then Kissland, his actual, technically debut album. Obviously fire. You should listen to all of them. I'll show you guys in my closet. Hopefully it's not too dirty. Obviously there's some newer clothes, newer clothes. So got my school jersey, got my Challenger jersey, got my LAN jersey from Cold War, and then back here is another Challenger jersey for a team that didn't happen. Actually no, this was a LAN roster for Vanguard, but the event got canceled like the day or two before, sadly. And then this is a Florida jersey. Maybe that's the team I'm on one day. We will see. That's all my jerseys. My favorite one is definitely the Acacia, which is this white one, and then probably the UGK, then probably my school one, and then this one, the purple one. I'm sorry, Pirate Nation, but that jersey is not the best quality. My chair, that is, a little beat up. I've been sitting in it a lot. That kind of happens, or maybe like right here. Yeah, honestly, chairs are expensive. They are pretty expensive. So I mean, this one's like a solid maybe $100, which is considered very cheap for like a gaming chair. So it does its job. Now here's the PC, the setup. I'm gonna sit down and like give you guys, a view. So I just started up the PC, obviously. Take this down. Then here's my screen. Wallpaper engine that I have on. I'm using 2 different ones. And here is the streaming PC, which is just this monitor alone. So this is just streaming, and that's really it. I mean, I don't use this to look at anything else. This doesn't have a wallpaper engine on it. I mean, I literally turn it on, click OBS, and then we just go on with our day. Go XLR Mini, which unfortunately has a lot of buzzing sounds, static sounds, and I fixed it. I have a method to fix it, which is the ground loop isolator, but then it removes the buzzing sound, white noise. So this is the Asus main monitor is the Asus BG259QM, 280 Hertz, 1080p gameplay. Best monitor I've had. This one is just the Asus VG245. This is the one that you would use for a PS4. It only goes up to 75 Hertz, and yeah, it's like for console. This is obviously for like gaming. This is the style monitor for Spotify, YouTube, you know, Discord, whatever on the side. This is where the gaming happens, is on this one. Over here is actually a better monitor, which I didn't know if I should swap these because like realistically, I don't need a good monitor for the streaming PC or the second monitor. So like this one is better. This one's a 165 Hertz Asus. It's actually at 144 right now, but you can't overclock it. 248. So I have the Switch. It's not plugged into anything. I have the old mix amp that I guess if I want to hop on PS5, I don't need to worry about audio. I just have the mix amp there. The new mix amp is at school. I just left it there. I'll go back and get it whenever. My PS5 that I don't even really touch. Honestly, it's meant for Spider-Man, but now it's coming to PC. So I'm probably gonna sell the PS5. I like having a console. It's just kind of like a gamer thing. Like I like having my console, whatever it might be. And the Xbox was very like, I really wanted an Xbox again, but anything I want to play on Xbox is going to be on the game bar, the Xbox thing you have here. So then I don't even need an Xbox either. So it's kind of sad. My modem, my router. Two big things to have. You know, I do what I can in South Florida. You know, cable internet anyways, so it's very hard out here. So keyboard, mouse on both sides. Obviously the PS5 controller for the PS5, and an Xbox One controller for when I did make my switch to Halo. And yeah, I mean that's mainly like what you look at from this streaming PC, which I'm gonna try to get down there and show you guys. It's probably hard to see, but there's 1 stick of RAM. I don't know which one it is, but 8 gigs of RAM, 3700X I believe, or 3800X, I forget which one, for the CPU, Ryzen obviously, and then a 1660 card for my GPU. Now of course you don't need nothing crazy for your streaming PC. The only reason why I have 2 PCs, which sounds overkill to do, the reason why I have it is because that was my gaming PC, and then Cold War was coming out, and I was playing Warzone. I could get about like 75, 80 frames on it, I believe, with streaming. And then Cold War beta, I was getting like, I think 110, 120 while streaming. It was a good PC, it works, but I wanted to upgrade, I wanted a 3070. At the time, all I thought was you need a great GPU and you could game, but there's a lot of things to it. So before I knew I bought my GPU, I bought a CPU, I bought RAM, I bought a new case, because I wanted more fans, and so I thought the fans would come with the case, which it did. And before I knew it, I had all the parts left over to just build my old PC. So that's where this comes in, the streaming PC. That's why I have one. The case I actually bought was not this one, it was that one. You can't see it, but it's in the corner of the room. I don't know what to do with it. And then this is the gaming PC. At the moment, I need to update my software so everything is white again, but obviously white fans, white, case, white GPU, and the cooler and the RAM will be white as well, but I just need to update the software like I said. So it's a white PC. I got a white cooler as well. So everything is white, and I was just fortunate to get it that way. I could obviously add the white cables. Internally, it could be white. Even the motherboard is white, as you might be able to see back there. So I forget exactly each spec particularly, but I have a 5900X CPU. I forgot. But a really good CPU. Like something kind of like the best you can get right now. A 3070 gigabyte OC. It's a white 3070. It's really good. It is one of the, I think, better ones. It's not like the worst one either. So I definitely got lucky with what I got. And this, obviously, I built this from the ground up. This was a pre-built, so I threw all the old parts into this. But actually, it's a new motherboard and new CPU, because it used to be an older motherboard and like an older, whatchamacallit, CPU as well. It was an Intel motherboard, so I switched it to Ryzen, which I didn't know that. I bought the new CPU, which was Ryzen, and I found out you needed a Ryzen motherboard, So that's where the whole new motherboard came in. Like I said, I had a bunch of old parts. So that's where I game. Headset, throw this on my head. I have a controller which actually works for all the lights on my PC, so it turns everything on at once if I change the colors, as I could do that right now, I think. Oh no, it's only that one. And yeah, that's really it. I leave my controller here. I'm about to game, about to play. This is the controller I use. It's a regular PS4 controller. I made it myself. I bought the back case on Amazon, bought the front shell on Amazon. And yeah, so if your controllers suck and are like broken or stick drift, things like that, you could just simply go buy a new motherboard and you're good. So realistically, all it is a shell that's protecting the motherboard. The motherboard is what makes you play. You don't need the shells, obviously. So the shells are cheap. If you want new shells, 10 bucks each maybe. You could get new buttons if you wanted to. If you want to go really crazy, get some new buttons. You can get some new sticks. So it's very easy. The Xbox controller is very annoying to take apart. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's not too much more I can show you guys. Cable management could be better down there, which you can barely see it, so that works out for me. And then this is just my glasses that I do wear sometimes. I do need to clean them, of course, but they're not like I wore these to class and all of that. No one looks at you like you're some kind of gamer. They're just glasses. I know they do have like the optic on it, I believe, on this side. You know, the logo. I just got optic because like optic glasses kind of sounds like that's a brand, like optical lenses, you know. I just knew this was like a gaming or, you know, blue light filter type of glasses to go for, and they were not bad price at all. They're actually really good. So I got them, as you can see here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably gonna be very short. I think I showed everything you guys want to know about. If you want to know the prices of everything combined, that is something else I could probably like leave in a comment or pin comment or something like that. So yeah, I game here, the lights here. The setup used to be in that corner. When I moved in, it used to be in this corner, so the bed was over there. So that's kind of how that was. And I just got really bored. I changed it this way. I don't even know if this is the best way I've done it, but I like it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bit of Marskies, and this is probably gonna be a double upload day, probably. So this is gonna go up, then like I'll probably revisiting Black Ops 1. I need to do that, and possibly a third upload if I really think it's gonna be nice, you know. So I'll see you all later. If you haven't already subscribed, because 96% of you watch the videos and aren't subscribed. So I'll see you all later.